So I wanted to make this video because I'm sick of everything in my life, of how the world is going, of all this stuff. I come from a pretty privileged, wealthy family, but my parents are first generation immigrants from India, and they've always kept that mentality. They love their traditions, they celebrate their our religion, and they have raised me and my sisters like they were raised. And because of this, they're highly imperfect. My mom has problems, my sister has problems, I have problems, we all have problems. And with a different mentality, it's difficult to be in a different country, not just a country, any country, but it's America. America is a colony started by European powers, and is the superpower of the world. It's dominated by a history and people that are white and white supremacists and have notions that they are the most important people in the world, and they dictate culture, fashion, music, art, history, science, everything. And the only option that they give you is to be a part of it. You need to be assimilate, and if you don't assimilate, then you're the problem, and they want to hurt you, kill you, send you away. And even if you're the best of the best, they still want to eliminate you. You're taking their jobs. My dad is a highly trained pharmacist. He came over with the diversity lottery, and Trump wants to take that away. That's just one thing, but this is how it's been my entire life. This is my existence. This is my reality. I didn't know anything else, any different. And I grew up post 9/11. I'm 24 years old, and this has been my life. Dealing with two different worlds. One that is trying to conform you, and two worlds that are trying to conform you and make them in their image. One that is dominant and supremacist, while the other one is conservative and rich in traditions and knowledge and beauty. And India was a former colony too, dominated by the Portuguese, British, for hundreds and hundreds of fucking thousands of years. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of years, not hundreds of thousands of years. But yeah, so the way that I was raised and the way I was treated by people growing up made me want to understand how the world became the way it is. I want to know how it became like this. I want to know how I can change the system. I want to know how I can help other people like myself. I want to save them hardship, pain, suffering. I want to share wisdom, knowledge, and I was mistreated and abused in so many ways growing up by my classmates, my teachers, not physically, emotionally. I mean, I got in many fights and I was beaten up. Those were physical, but the rest was emotional, psychological trauma. And I have physical wounds. My shoulder was dislocated, and I pain every single day because that's never gone away. For years, my shoulder would dislocate and go back in. It doesn't do that anymore, but I still have constant pain. And those psychological scars, they don't go away, no matter how much I try. And then when I think I'm in communities that are accepting, that want to do the right thing, they treat me wrong. They take me for granted. They want to. The white people involved think they're so special. They know all the answers. that they need to teach me, that need to be a part of their agenda. Just absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. And then even people of color that I'm raised here have the same kind of mentality, because all they know is the West. They don't know their own homeland. They don't know their traditions. So they also absorb that kind of white supremacist ideas and savior complex and all that other stuff. And for all these different groups, we are seeking salvation, liberation, a better world, but not at the expense of each other, not at shaming, mob mentality, destroying people and things, not using compassion and empathy to understand, to put yourself in other people's shoes, to use real love and devotion, to have connection. These are the things that are missing, and these are the things that are destroying this world right now. We have one step forward, but one step back simultaneously. Like, it is amazing that trans people are finally acknowledged and being defended, but at the expense of a mob mentality, a religious ideological behavior, treating anyone that has any other explanation or way of thinking as incorrect, and someone to be smashed and hurt and destroyed at any means, and imposing ideologies to shape someone else's view life. And if they don't adhere to that, they are shamed, they're exiled, they are punished, they're looked down upon. And so people stay quiet, and it's a race of extremism. On the right, it's conservative corporate greed and religious fanaticism. On the left, it's another type of fanaticism, an ideological one. We are grasping to understand how this is becoming. Maybe it's because of the void that has been made from the diminishing of Christianity. So secularists need another ideology, another belief system to hold on to. So these other pure radical forms in pursuit of noble goals become dangerous, harmful, and self-damaging efforts. And good people along the way are being hurt and cast aside. It's not acceptable. It's not correct. I want to find the truth. That's what I've been trying to find my entire life. I've been trying to find the truth, learn about the world, and try to make it better, solve its problems. Climate change waits for no one. Our world is dying. Species are going extinct. Biodiversity in the oceans and our forests are all-time low. The capitalistic and industrial world is polluting water, draining lakes, seas, causing eutrophication. It can go on and on and on. While at the same time, all these are being defined.
On and on by ABBA, sure.
Shut up!
Playing on Spotify.